Excuse my appearance, but I am out here doing some fall garden chores. I'm collecting green beans for seed. So I thought, hey, before I get too far, I'm gonna get the camera and show you guys how to do it. Now, we've been dry. We haven't had rain in like 2 weeks-ish, so everything's real dry. So I have that on my side. So all I had to do was nothing. The pods dried completely on the vines, so all I'm doing now is just ripping up the vines and pulling in the pods full of the seeds that are ready to be planted for next year. So let me just show you what that looks like. Okay, so see, they're all just on here and they're all dried out and ready to go. I think you guys can see that. Hopefully it's focusing. And that's all I'm doing now, is just pulling them off of there. And now, once I get them all pulled in, I'm only going to pull in what I think I'm going to need for next year, because I planted a lot of green beans this year. So I'm only going to pull in what I think I need. And then when I get inside, I'll show you how to store them. This one here is totally ready. This did all of its drying out on the plant. So all you do, well, you can do two things. You can leave them in the pods if they are 100% dried out. You can leave them in the pods. You can put them in a brown paper bag and put them somewhere where they're going to stay dry. Or you can do what I'm gonna do, which, because I want to make sure that I don't have any bugs in here, is I'm just gonna break them open and I'm gonna take out each of the beans. Now there's faster ways to do this, but I'm just doing this to show you. And now those, when they're white like that, they're ready to go. Let me show you a little bit closer up. These can just be put into a paper envelope or a paper bag, brown paper bag, whatever you have, but just keep them somewhere where they're gonna be dry. They're not gonna freeze, and they're not gonna get too hot. Okay, now mine were totally dry out on the vine, and that's this stage, where they sound loose in here. The pod's totally crispy. That's when you know that these are good to be saved right away. Then there's this stage here, which you can feel them, they're real hard, you wouldn't want to eat them, but this pod is still full of moisture. And then there's this, which is just ready for fresh eating. So we don't want to save this. This just eat this or give it to your chickens or something, but don't save that back. Now, with this one, so you can go ahead and pull these in, just set them out on a drying rack, like from your dehydrator or whatever. I wouldn't put them in my dehydrator, but just set them out and set them somewhere where they're gonna be dry and warm, and then every few days check on them. And when they look like this and they sound like this, you can go ahead and put these up.
I walk with you through the great divide.